welcome to another Malkat gin review. And since we're at Kath's tonight, we've already done one gin review. We thought we'd do another one. Since we have Island Gin from the Great Barrier Island. I understand that this was started as a COVID hobby and they've just carried on since then. You'll note the bottle that's styled like a kinner. Hopefully the gin doesn't taste like a kinner.
Unless you like kinner.
Unless you like kinner, of course. If you haven't tried kinner, it's quite salty and peachy, creamy. On the nose, big hits of juniper. It's like juniper overload in there. Maybe a little bit salty, so let's give it a taste. Quite a big sort of alcohol burn in there. But other than that, the predominant flavour coming through is the juniper. What does everyone else think?
Strong juniper. That's what I taste. It's nice.
And it kind of goes sweet then dry. It's a bit weird as it rolls over the back of your tongue.
It's not super complex, I don't think.
No.
It's a gin.
It's a gin.
It tastes nice.
It's really strong juniper. It's quite saline. That funny sweet plate. It's like honey, like very, very mild honey.
Like a whiskey honey.
The juniper is really strong, but it's very. You take a sip and it's really sweet first, and then it goes really strong.
But then you've got that sort of lasting warming flavour like you do
Definitely warm.
with a whiskey.
Yeah. So
See, I smell that, and to me it smells salty.
yes, saline. Yeah, but not as bad as the oyster stuff because that's next level.
Doesn't seem sweet to me. It's very junipery. It's very dry. It's just a very dry junipery gin.
It's not pretending to be anything it's not. It's just,
It's gin.
yeah, it's gin.
It's a gin.
Yeah,
Gin.
yeah.
And the bottle is fantastic.
You can go to the website and you can occasionally buy this bottle as a carafe, which is quite cool, and it's recycled glass.
So here we are with gin and tonic. We've gone back to our Schweppes tonic as our standard. So give it a go. Tone it down quite nicely.
Yeah.
It's a pretty, I don't want to say standard, it's pretty regular gin and tonic.
It doesn't get lost in the tonic. Like the tonic isn't. You can still taste the notes in the gin
Yeah.
above the tonic, but I think it needed, unless you really, really like straight gin, it needed the tonic just to level it
I
out.
think it needed the tonic. It doesn't get overpowered by the
Otherwise, you're a
tonic.
one drink pony.
But at the same time, I actually don't think it's anything special.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think it's just a gin.
It's a good.
It's a good
It's
drinking
really
It's
gin.
a good gin.
It's a good
And a
gin.
great
Gin.
bottle.
It's a bit.
And a great bottle.
I would call it like an everyday gin.
Yeah.
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 Craig?
No, I'd say that
There is always one.
It's an interesting gin because of the way it's been produced. It's really heavy in juniper. It's got a little sweet note at the front, but with this, compared to the gins that we drink, I'd say it's average gin.
Yeah.
Compared to the East Indies one that we did previously.
How much do you pay for all of that?
$100.
You finish work on a Friday, you're looking at the gin cupboard, I want the right one to start my weekend, and I would actually choose this to be the first one, and then I'd switch to something else. The first one I want is
And maybe
flavour.
if you're just looking for a gin, it's like, oh, I don't want complex flavour.
It's full on juniper. If you like juniper, this is the gin for you.
It's gin.
Yeah.
But it's not even, I'm going to say, I think there are other, maybe I don't have enough tonic, but
It's just a basic gin.
I think there's actually other gins that I prefer to that. Yeah. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say it's just a dry gin. I wouldn't say it's
But I'd challenge you the other way too. There's other gins that I'd hate. There's lots of gins out there that I would hate worse than this. It's just an average gin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think that we agree on that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually
Well,
just
it's
a
not
really
the
strong.
end.
It's not an offensive gin.
first drink on a Friday. This would be one of the ones I'd go, yeah, okay, that's the flavour I feel like, but the tonic pairing, like always, is really important. And that frustrates the daylights out of me as to how much
So
the tonic will change it. I've only just switched 2 Schweppes tonic, and I've been through the Fever Tree flavours, and you might as well just drink Fever Tree by itself.
For this gin,
Okay.
because I can see you've had quite a bit of it.
At 9 o'clock, that's perfectly acceptable.
You've had this gin before.
Yes.
What's the tonic that you
Well,
usually pair it
the
with?
first time we had it, when we met the folks that that produce it, was at the festival in Auckland, which was sponsored by Fever Tree. So that was your only choice. But we've put it with the Schweppes tonight, and I prefer the Schweppes because it's got much less invasive flavour and sugar to taste.
Then
in my
Mediterranean.
opinion. Yeah.
We want the gin to be the
100%.
hero of the glass.
Yeah,
so
completely. And if I could figure out how to do it with soda, I'd do it with soda. That's why we have gin tastings, is it's a journey.
I'd like to taste this in a gin sour. The
Right.
point is that it's quite tart, and I just wonder if it's a gin sour, it might actually show up in that.
the crowd's spoken. It's a gin. Nothing particularly special, but yeah.
Apart from the bottle.
Apart from the bottle.
Support New Zealand gin.
Support New Zealand gin though. You could drink it any day. Gin is the winners.
Kate was munted. you and Alicia were munted.